Okay, good morning everyone. Today we're going to look at definite articles in Italian. First of all, what we mean by articles. Articles in English and Italian is the part that comes before the noun. So if you have, for example, book, all right, the is the article, the book. So the is the article and book is the noun. Okay? Well, in Italian it's the same. If you have libro, which means book, you need to put in front il libro, which means the book. But if you have, for example, scuola, which we have seen means school, you need to put la scuola. And if you have, for example, amico, which means friend, you need to put l'amico. What does this tell you? It's telling you that in Italian we have different options for da. Depends of the gender of the noun. That's why it's so important to understand the noun first. Okay? So let's look at the option for da in Italian. So da in English, in Italian can be il if the noun is masculine. And I would say also not special. What do you mean by not special? It means not starting with a vowel or a Z or an S plus a consonant. I hope you know what a consonant is, okay? So il is the first option, okay? And to give you an example, I'm going to write examples maybe in green. You would have il libro, the book, il cane, the dog, il treno, the train, okay? So the first option you have is il. The other option that we have is L apostrophes. When do we use L apostrophe? We use L apostrophe when the noun starts with a vowel. Okay, so for vowel I hope you know A, E, I, O, and U. These are all vowels. All right. If the noun that we are looking at, putting article to, starts with the vowel, for example, amico, okay, as I said before, amico means the friend, you need to put L apostrophes, and you do not pronounce this one. You simply say l'amico, the friend, all right? What about if you say autista, which means the driver, l'autista? What about elicottero, which means helicopter, L apostrophes, l'elicottero, all right? So the second one that you want to know is L apostrophes, and you put L apostrophes when the noun you are considering starts with a vowel, okay? Then you have another options, which is law, okay, which is law. Let's see if I can pause this. No, I can't pause this. Okay, so law, we use law when the noun starts with a Z letter or an S followed by a consonant. For example, the word uncle, okay, uncle, zio, zio, which means uncle. You need to put lo zio to say the uncle. The word studente, okay, lo studente. Stadium, stadio. If I want to say the stadium in Italian, what will I say? Lo stadio. Okay? So these are the three options, and be careful, guys, because these options here, okay, are masculine. So all of these il, l apostrophes, lo work out. I'm going to actually get rid of these lines to make it neater. And I'm going, oh, it doesn't let me, will it? Yeah. And I'm going to put masculine nouns. Okay. So hopefully we'll have these masculine nouns. Right? So you have this, you have this, and you have this. Okay? Masculine nouns. Then you have the feminine nouns. Well, don't panic, because feminine nouns you only got two options in the singular. Alright, the article is either la, like for example, la mamma, la scuola, la casa, the house, or it is L apostrophes, okay? L apostrophes if it starts with a vowel. For example, l'amica, l'elefante or l'elefantessa, the female elephant. Alright, so you have la and L apostrophes for the feminine articles. I hope it makes sense to you. So you have, now I'm going to summarize it here. Okay, so the in Italian can either be il, can be lo, or it can be L apostrophes in the masculine. So I'm going to put an M here for masculine. In the feminine nouns, remember you need to know that all the nouns in Italian are actually they actually have a gender. Okay, so you need to know that. You need to remember that. Can't forget that ever. So you have this, and then here you have la and L apostrophes. Okay, and here you have singular, and here you have plural. Okay, so what does it mean? Why did I put plural here? Well, I put plural here, guys, because there is an extra layer of difficulties. Il in the plural will become I. Lo and il, L apostrophes, will become ye. Actually, let me rewrite this because it's messy. Ye. And la and L apostrophes become le. Okay? So ye, e, and le, this is what will cause. Now, what do we mean by, let me give you an example. Hopefully it's clear. If I want to say the book, all right, you should know that it's il libro, which means, literally means the book. But what if I want to say the book? Sorry, this one is book. The book. What if I want to say the books? Well, you already should know that to turn libro into books, it's libri. But the article also changed. This also changes and becomes I libri. Okay? If I have il cane in the plural, it will become cani. Cane is dog. Alright? It will become I cani, the dogs. If I have instead la scuola, remember la scuola is feminine, la scuola. So can you guess what it will become in the plural? Can you guess? It will become scuole, but the article will become le scuole. Okay? So with this table, It's extremely important, this table here that you have for the articles. All right? And I suggest you copy that down in your book, and we're going to do more practice on this. But let's go back to the word that we had at the start here, okay? So here we have a bunch of words, okay? So what article would you put in front of sella? Does it look like a feminine word? Yep, so you put la sella. What about uccellini? Well, it's a plural word. Uccellini is masculine. It starts with a vowel. So in the singular, I should have had L apostrophes. So it's gli uccellini. Gli uccellini. Oops. Gli uccellini. What about mela? La mela. What about scala? Here, in this case, there are two words. You only need to look at the first one. La scala. This one, fantino. Il fantino. This one, albero. This is a masculine word, but what's special about this word? Does it start with a vowel, like A, albero? So what article should I put? L'albero. Okay? So I want you to pause this video now and see if you can work out all the articles by yourself, and then I'm going to give you the solution in a minute or two. So I hope you paused it. So attrezzi means tools, starts with a vowel, gli attrezzi. Latte is masculine, il latte. La marmellata, il formaggio. La cuccia, la serra. La frutta, i girasoli. La conigliera, la mungitrice. This one is tricky because uova is actually a plural word, so don't worry if you got that one wrong because it's difficult. Le uova. Pane, il pane. Il segnavento. Lo stalliere. See that it's got an S followed by a consonant T. L'uva, because it starts with a vowel. La botte, because this one is actually feminine. I maiali is plural, the pigs. And il mezzo cingolato, you only look at the first one, is masculine, il mezzo. Alright? So I know it's a bit tricky, articles, and we're going to do more work, but if you have understood this video and understood this table, il when it's masculine, lo when it's masculine, but it starts with an S followed by a consonant or a Z, like zio, and then L apostrophes if it starts with a vowel, and then you have in the plural I and yi, and then for feminine la, L apostrophes when it starts with a vowel, and le in the plural, like le scuole. Alright? Hopefully it makes sense to you, and good luck, buona fortuna, arrivederci.